Hi, I'm Anna Jackson, and welcome to Power Talk. Today on Power Talk, we will be talking about a very delicate subject to me, and it's about men. I do have three sons of my own, and being a divorced mom, I'm forced to raise these young men in the best manner I know how. And I have really told my sons that, listen, God is your daddy, and I try to be as strong as I can for them. But in reality, I really believe these boys do need to have this strong male model in their lives. And it brought me back to thinking about a lot of the men that we date out there. Do they have a dad? As a role model as to how to be young men, how to love a woman, how to treat a woman with respect, and I'm trying to instill these values in my sons so that they will attract wonderful females to their lives, and it's all going to be about quality and treating a woman with dignity and respect for who she is. Be looking at me as their role model as a woman and helping them determine the type of woman that they attract in their life. Um, I have a really strong burden for men today. I really do because I've dated after my since my divorce. I have dated a couple men, not for relationships, but as friends, and they were able to be open with me and talk openly about uh, their lives. And although they were interested in taking our friendship to another level, I was quite aware of that, but I was not looking for that at that time. So I befriended them and we became really good friends. For years we talk and I know they still hope that someday that maybe I'll say yes. But at this stage in my life, being married and all, I know what type of man I would like to attract in my life. So I'm working on myself right now to make me whole and perfect so that I would attract that whole and perfect man. We're not perfect, but we're all striving for perfection. Now back to the topic of men. Men need love. Listen to me, ladies. Men need love. Like we need love. They also need love. They need respect. They need someone they can trust, because we don't know what type of childhood they may have had. And because of their childhood, this is what's being demonstrated out there in the world today. And I believe that most of them are crying out for help. They're crying out for help. And if we can't recognize that, then we ourselves are not in a good place. I really have a burden for men at this time because I saw this program lately about girls rocking and women rocking and the support for women and it's all great and everything, but when we become so fulfilled and strong and empowered as women, who exactly is empowering the men to become better men, responsible, and all the qualities that we've been trained to by the strong woman um, teachings that we're getting as women? How are we? How would we be attracting these strong men? Because a lot of them are wounded. They don't have dads, role models, and a lot of them are wounded. And who's helping them to become strong so that they'll match us? You know. So I really have this strong burden for men, and I would like to start a movement where we help these young teenagers, young adults, and also men, grown men, um, you know, get to know their strength and their weaknesses, and deal with it. Whatever childhood they may have had that's troubled them up to today, and they cannot find their true authentic self. I would like to be a part of that movement that will help bring men into who they were destined to be. So, on today's show, we will be talking with maybe one or two men who will be able to more or less share their lives, their stories, and see how we can best help them. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm Ann Jackson, and we'll be right back.